Buongiorno, buonasera, benvenuti amici, welcome my friends. My name is Vincenzo and welcome to my channel, Fountain Pen Therapy. I have another pen review for you, another beautiful Chinese pen. I think it's got some potential, and it's inspired by a space theme, if you will, so may the force be with it. Stay tuned. So we're back with the pen. Pen comes in this box. It's a NATAMI Super Warship is the description of this pen from China. Very simple packaging. Open it up. And here you have a kind of fake leather sleeve, if you will, here with the NATAMI brand. Very nice touch. They're always useful. I've got maybe too many these days, but still very useful. Nice touch. So that's the box. And here's the pen, folks. I think this pen's got some potential. It's got a little bit of weight, which is nice. Not too heavy. It is aluminum alloy, and you can definitely see the space theme there, the warp engine, as they describe it, on the top finial here. The bottom finial has got the NATAMI brand etched there, NATAMI. Very nice, transparent, acrylic. Yeah, I guess it's, it's meant to rival some of the Pen BBS pens that we've seen, and I'll show you some. Maybe that recent Asvine V200. I don't think it's in the same. I think the Asvine V200, frankly, unless somebody surprises us, so far, for me anyway, is the Chinese pen of the year. But it's a little bit too early to tell. We haven't gotten, we're just in the month of May. But having said this, this pen, I like this pen. I really do. So that's the outside. There's not much else to speak of. It's a vacuum filler. So we can open it up. Now, can we determine how many? Let me just see if I could see any definitive line or something. Okay, I got this little scratch on the barrel. That's one. That's two. So 2 turns. To reveal this, what I guess is a NATAMI nib, you have inscribed on it Super Warship. I guess that's the name. Plastic feed. There is the vacuum filler. You unloosen it and got some good drag there, as they say. And we'll see how much it fills up with just one click without doing a super fill. By the way, this does unscrew, so that will certainly facilitate the cleaning. In my view anyway, I may be technically wrong. There's an O-ring there. I don't believe we need to dismantle that that mechanism there, given that this opens up nicely here. So there you have it. I've not tried to see whether or not this nib section can be unscrewed. It's a little stiff. I'm not gonna play around with it too much. I don't want to break it without ever even trying it, especially for the review. I'm not sure. If not, it's friction fit. That's a fine. I've ordered a fine. So nice aluminum, good weight, very comfortable in your hand. Okay, very, very comfortable. That the threads are very smooth. The step down is very gradual. It's got a little bit of a flare there, so it's nice, good size. Does it post? Well, folks, it does post, but you have to kind of crank it in there, if you know what I mean. Kind of turn it and it'll stay. So how solid? It appears to be, fairly solid. So, and it's very comfortable posted, if you can manage to post it. It's not back weighted at all. It's a nice feeling. So that is the pen, the design and the features of that pen. Very nice. Space theme, very nice. Now, let's do a pen comparison. I've taken out for you a series of transparent demonstrator type pens, basically all in the same, generally all in the same price category, if you will. And we'll take a look at that. Let me just here focus in a little more. That's the subject pen. This is the Pen BBS 495. This is the Asvine V200. This is the Pen BBS 355. This is the TWSBI Diamond ALR 580. And this is your Asvine P36. So you can see it's a nice size. It's among the longer ones, if you will. It rivals the Asvine in terms of, and the Pen BBS offerings there. So there you have it, pen capped. Here are the pens uncapped and unposted. So again, all fairly, equal terms of size. You can see the nib on the subject pen as compared to the two Pen BBS. These are two different types of nibs that you have here. My Asvine V200, I have two of them, and I've replaced the nibs in both pens with Bock titanium nibs. This one is a stub. Then you've got the smaller, kind of a smaller nib on TWSBI's, and then you have a Bock nib on this P36. So there you have it. All very nice pens, I got to tell you. So, well, in NATAMI, the verdict's still out. We'll see how it rates. So those are the pens, unposted and uncapped. These are the pens posted. Now, some of these pens are problematic when they post. The Asvine, you got to be careful. They're at the tip and they're piston. This one here is a piston filler and it's problematic. This one is a vacuum, but it just sits there. A little bit heavy, a little bit top heavy, I think. None of these are really great posters other than this Pen BBS offering here, the $4.95. And once again, the NATAMI, you got to kind of push it in order to get it posted. But my view, all of these pens should be used unposted, but that's just me. There you have it. So having compared pens sizes, we'll put up some measurements and then do that writing sample. Be right back. Back for the writing sample. First of all, the ink. I love this golden lapis Edelstein. This blue with some gold shimmer. I think this ink is, in my view, probably, again, it's too early to tell, but so far it's the ink of the year for me anyway. Very, very, very nice. Very nice ink. The swatch that you get with this ink, if you didn't see my recap, take a look at that. Some nice, beautiful, and you know what? It's so far I've put it in a couple of pens, and it hasn't clogged any of my pens. So let's cross our fingers, because if it doesn't, it's just a joy to, a lot of fun to write with. So that's the ink. In terms of the pen itself, here is what gives. This is how much I was able to fill on just a one try, if you will, not a super fill at all, because I did want to show you how much ink gets in there with just one click, as they say. So that's it. The paper I'll be using today is this Sansen Tomo River writing pad from Yamamoto paper. Very nice paper, even though it's the replacement, if you will. It's still very nice paper. Okay, so let's put this grid template underneath. Okay, here we go. So let's see how this pen writes. Okay, so this is the NATAMI Super Warship. And by the way, the pen comes in this light aluminum, and it also comes in a darker version. They call it black. That black one, I'm going to keep writing with this pen, enjoy it for a while. If it's if it's as good as I think it is, I might very well get the other one as well. So that's a Super Warship, and we'll put they call it white. Now the nib is a NATAMI steel number 6 fine. Very nice so far. The ink is the Pelican Edelstein or Edelstein golden. I can never remember golden lapis. I mean, even with this fine nib, take a look at that. It's kind of a silver sheen. Very, very nice. It'll give you a little bit of line variation. Very wet. It's got a little bit of a spring to it, I would say. No complaints here. Gotta tell you, nice nib. Fast writing. Follows pretty nicely. Reverse writing. Yeah, scratchy and doesn't really give you any ink there, so I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend reverse writing at all ever, but that's just my view. So this nib, I would say, is for a fine, it's very wet. Pencil feedback, so very smooth and very constant. There you go. Now, likes and dislikes. The design, I love. Build quality is really, really, really nice. The nib is just excellent. Value, I forget what I paid this pen, but I think it's probably in the upper 30s Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. But once again, I should always have the price. I apologize. I keep forgetting to. But you'll see it on the screen in any event, so no worries there. Dislikes, I gotta tell you, I don't have many dislikes for this pen. I guess the posting could be better. But even then, it's not a major, because you just have to kind of crank it in there in order to get it to stay. Otherwise, it'll fall off. But other than that, is it a go-to pen? Absolutely for me. As far as fine is concerned, 10 out of 10. It's a comfortable, sharp-looking pen, vacuum filler, with a nice nib, at a very, very good price. Folks, I recommend it. I mean, you can't buy every pen that I recommend, but if you're thinking about it and you're wondering whether or not you should pull the trigger, so to speak, and it's just part of the course, as they say, absolutely. I wouldn't hesitate. It's a really nice offering from NATAMI. I like that blue ink, boy. Oof. Just nice, really, really nice. I like the way it's inking that window. It's just kind of that bright blue. Very nice. I'm going to put a little more ink in there, mind you, but I like the way it swishes there. Look at that. And very nice blue, I got to tell you, really nice. So there you have it. I think, I hope you enjoyed that video. I like this pen. I really like this pen. I definitely recommend it. And folks, have a very, very nice week. We've had two good nice pens this week that I received, both the Majon P139, I think with that number 8 size nib. Very nice. Yeah, some people corrected me. It's maybe not a Dolce Vita inspiration. I agree. It probably looks more like a Montblanc Hemingway, especially with the clip. So, yeah, I should have mentioned that it does look a lot like Hemingway, and probably more like the MoMA Hemingway than it does the Leonardo. But having said that, this pen, I'm not sure it's inspired by any other pen. I think this is a pretty original pen. So yeah, the force be with us. Please subscribe, enjoy your week, have a great time. Grazie molto, arrivederci, ciao.